Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. Alright, we're rounding up all the minion quests, the henchman quest rather. Minion quests. What am I playing? Linu Lanara.
Hello. I had hoped that you would show up here, my friend. I heard that Erebeth recruited you to stamp out the evil cult that was responsible for the plague.
Linu, what a pleasant surprise! I thought you had parted for good, Malcolm, but the goddess has her own plans that I must follow. I went back to the Strait of Blades to prepare myself for a journey home. I was only there a few hours when I was approached by Lady Erebeth on behalf of Lord Nasher himself. She told me that Lord Nasher is determined to root out the cult that has brought so much suffering to his city. He has ordered all the mercenaries in Neverwinter to come to Port Last to join the search. I was afraid I might have missed you while I was changing my clothes. Changing your clothes? Oh, I can see where this is headed. When I came in here, a waitress spilled some drinks. So she soaked your clothes? Well, no. I bumped into her, and when the drinks crashed down, I leapt backwards into a dwarf knocking over his alien stew. So that messed you up? No. The food and drinks landed on the floor, but the dwarf crashed into a half-orc, causing the knife he was eating with to slice open his cheek. That's when the brawl started. And you wrecked your outfit in the brawl. I managed to stay out of the brawl, hiding under the table and feeling awfully guilty. When the fight was over, I felt I should help clean up the mess. So you got dirty cleaning up? No, I wore an apron and managed to stay pretty clean. Then I stepped outside for a breath of fresh air and slipped into a mud puddle. So then I had to go change. Why didn't you just tell me you slipped in a puddle from the start? I didn't want you to think I was just clumsy. I've been waiting here at the orders of Lady Erebeth. So you're working for Erebeth? Yeah. Have you heard any rumors about the cult since you've come here? I haven't heard anything specific about the cult, but I have heard about some trouble around Neverwinter Wood. Neverwinter Wood? I don't know very much, but apparently there was a ranger in town here that was tending off animals savagely, attacking anyone in or around the woods. Having failed to destroy us with their terrible disease, it would hardly shock me to find out the cult had struck with a plague of vicious animals. Is there anything else I can help you with, Malcolm? Are you planning to travel there? I'm not much of an investigator. I have been ordered to travel with anyone who has need of a healer. You are the one who knows how to solve mysteries, Malcolm. I would love to help you through. I have strong abilities in the art of healing, yeah. I am often in need of a skilled healer. Join me. It will be a great pleasure, Malcolm. I look forward to our adventures together. Right, well, that's enough of that waffle. Get over here, please, Lena. Alright, stand your ground.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it. Hey there, dear. What can I do for you?
I just want to talk a while. I love chatting with you, but don't you think we should focus on your mission right now? Tell me, how do you like being an adventurer? I always wanted to be an adventurer, Malcolm. I have a natural curiosity about everything, and I wanted to experience the things I read in books. But I am from Everesca, the home of philosophers, mages, scholars, and students of the mysteries. Adventurer souls are few, and they are often looked down upon, except one. Oh? Who's that? Synth Lanaral was a handsome, charismatic, intelligent, adventurous archaeologist. He was respected within Everesca and other intellectual circles in places like Waterdeep. He was considered the most eligible bachelor in Everesca. Your husband. Actually, I didn't like him at first. I was reading a text on an ancient race one night in a temple library. The author was writing about his adventures seeking lost relics in exotic, dangerous locales. I slammed the book onto the table, calling the author a lying, pompous fool. Another elf was sitting on a chair near me with his face in a book. He asked me what I was reading. I told him the name of the book, and he laughed. In my youthful arrogance, I went on to list a large number of errors in the author's logic. Was it really that bad? When I finished, I began to refute every point I had made. It was, I quickly discovered, Synth Lanaral. When I realized the mistake I had made, I screamed and ran from the room. Despite my blundering, I must have made an impression on him, for he pursued me from that day on. Eventually he won my heart, though only through an act that almost cost him his life. What did he do? Let us not talk of such things right now, sweet Malcolm. Well, we must hunt down the cult responsible for Wailing Death. Perhaps we can speak of this later, when the time is right. Yeah, with the fullness of things. Alright, just one minion remaining.
Good to see you again, though in actual fact I cannot say I am really surprised.
Really now. When I heard Erikson was recruiting people for search and... What are you doing here, body dog? Well, we parted ways, Malcolm. I meant to continue my explorations of the north, but I heard Erikson was recruiting mercenaries to join in the search for the cult behind the plague. You may have discovered a cure for the plague and flushed out those behind it, Malcolm, but the process by which the Wailing Death was spawned has not yet been determined. Given my scientific interest in this plague and my desire to ensure it is never again unleashed upon Faerun, it was only logical that I answer Erebeth's call for aid. Alright, so you were conscripted. Erebeth, yeah, we've heard that. Have you any rumors about the cult? I have heard people claiming the cult has a base in the plains to the south. Others insist there is an undeniable evidence of the cult in the forest to the east. Still others swear the cult is hiding in the city of Luskan to the north. Yeah, but I asked what you thought. Obvious rumors and hearsay are of little value. I prefer to put my faith in hard, empirical evidence. Evidence I can observe with my own two eyes. As yet, I have found no evidence I consider reliable. But you must have an opinion of where to start looking. I don't think you understand. Without the proper data to analyze, my evaluation of the situation would result in a hypothesis with an unacceptable margin of error. Naturally, I have formed some preliminary theories, but if I were to venture any opinion on this matter, it would be nothing more than a complete and utter guess. So guess, body knock. Sometimes you just got to play a hunch. Ooh, that's not gonna fly. A hunch? You are a strange man, Malcolm. But I suppose if I were forced to make a guess, I would say we should start our search in the Neverwinter Wood, to the southeast of Port Last. Why there? Roots, herbs and other flora grow in abundance in the forest, many of which can be used to heal a variety of illnesses. It is only logical to assume such plants can also be used to bring sickness and death. Plus the woods are shunned by most civilized people. They believe they are haunted, making it a perfect place for a secret hideout for a large group. The Neverwinter Woods seems to be the only place that provided the seclusion and the materials that would be necessary for the cult to bring about the Wailing Death. At least that's my best guess. You seem to have some solid reasons for a guess. As I said, I had preliminary hypothesis. However, I would not be at all surprised to find my theory about the Neverwinter Woods to be wrong. I could use a sorcerer by my side, but I'm not going to ask about the woods, because he will not be better than someone else. Then I'll be glad to join your cause, Malcolm. It's an honor to serve with a hero such as you. Right. Then you can come over here with the bunch around the fireplace, which I am guessing Linu will start any moment now to make the place more homely.
Is there something you need?
Just want to talk. I'm a staunch proponent of the free exchange of ideas, Malcolm. What is it you wish to know? Well, if we're traveling, I would like to know more about you. As you know, I come from Lantern, an island renowned for its inventions and scientific advances. From that you can rightly conclude that I myself am of an analytical and curious nature. You also know I'm a sorcerer, and from that you can no doubt draw further conclusions, though in all truth my chosen profession is rather uncommon among the Lanternese culture. Why are sorcerers so uncommon in Lantern? The mysteries of the arcane are not as eagerly sought out in my homeland as they are in other places. We have inventions to accomplish much of the things others rely on magic to perform. In my homeland there is no shame attached to what I do. It is merely seen as unusual, Although I will not admit, it's not the future my father envisioned for me. I was his eldest son, and I suppose my father wanted me to follow in his own footsteps, but flowers, plants, and gardens never held much interest for me. What was he, a druid? Druids worship nature, Malcolm, but we Landons seek to control and direct nature, to extract that which is useful and remove that which is harmful. Agronomy is a well-respected field in London, and my father was one of the finest horticulturalists on the island. His pioneering research in cross-pollination and grafting techniques was responsible for the creation of 26 unique species of plants. Because of my father's work, London's agricultural yields increased, as did the island's supply of medicinal herbs. And the beauty and the variety of our flowering species is unparalleled anywhere on the mainland. He sounds like a great man. A finer gnome could not be found in the length and breadth of Faerun, Malcolm. I suppose that's why I find the gulf that has grown between us so painful to accept. What do you mean? My father and I had a falling out. Please, Malcolm, this is difficult for me to speak of. I am not so sure I wish to discuss this with you right now. Perhaps later I will be in a mood to speak more of my tale, but for now we should focus on your mission. The cult responsible for the Wailing Death must be found. Indeed it must.
I figured it.
And I'll find it with Tommy, so let's go. That's a long-winded bit. And like I said, I could talk to Erikson and Aaron again. I'll do that later. Much later. Because while I am trying to woo Erikson somewhat, I'm not in any real hurry to go into another word soup. I'd just rather slay some orcs. Alright, let's hunt some orc. Let's see, did I rest? No, I did not. No. You can follow. Alright, so I now need to backtrack a little bit to get anywhere new. And there's this room on the side that I have not been in. And let's go find some evidence of a cult, or at the very least to find out what happened to the wife of Gerald. Ooh, orcs!
A most palpable touch.
Hiyo, orcs.
Oh, that's liable to leave a scar. Ha. I love this part.
Orcs. So inept. There's almost no fun to be had fighting them. Almost. But they do make a satisfying sound when they hit the floor. Hiyo.
Stand still so I can hit you.
Ah. You've given him the Cup of Grace. Well, he could use her haircut.
Okay, dokie.
Je parle un petit peu de français, so I know that said coup de grace.
It's done.
Coup de grace, but who cares? Alright. More stuff to find, more stuff to loot. Lots of skulls around here. Well, those could be goblin skulls, I don't know. What do goblin skulls look like? Probably like regular skulls, only smaller. Still, there's much of this floor to see. I think I'd rather go this way. I mean, oh. And I only have to go through the door here.
Stand
some
still
goblins.
so I can hit you! I love this part!
Really? You'd rather not just open chests? No, you could just attack nearest. Is there anyone else that wants a beating? No? Right. What was I doing? I already looted that. Some garbage over here. Alright, I want you to open this, please. Alright, so I'm now level 8.
It's done.
What's that?
Oh,
Ah, that's not fair, eh?
Here comes Halfling Death!
Feel my grace. It's simply divine.
Stand still so I can hit you!
Well, looks like we found a little bit of a battlefield between the orcs and the goblins. More garbage. Oh, there's some goblins over there.
Here comes Halfling Death!
Ah,
Here comes... Here comes Halfling Death!
yeah, you can't sneak up on me like that. I'll cleave you in the face if you try. Alright. Dawn, I'll have to pick it up and give it to you. Yeah. Tommy on the gallows. Minor health potion disposal unit. Here's some more cannon fodder. Alright, go deal with the trap. And that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.